Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Aparna. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine too. Thank you very much. This is the first time we are meeting, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I live in Kolkata and I'm an IT professional. I work in Cognizant.
Okay. And what feedback have the other tutors given you so far?
That I need to work on my vocabulary
Hmm.
and I need to gain more confidence maybe sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with the
Yes,
feedback, or
yes,
is there something else?
yes,
Hmm.
yes. I mean, definitely I need to work on vocabulary, but I hardly get time to, to what to say.
Hmm.
I mean, to work on that. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. And regarding confidence, do you have any issues with that?
Yeah, sometimes when somebody who is very fluent, like who is very dominant, and uh, at that point of
Hmm.
time, I just go blank.
Hmm.
Sometimes it happens.
Okay, okay. Well, we just have to remember this one thing here. Dominant can at times be used with a negative connotation. In this particular case, we wouldn't use the word dominant. It could be with a positive connotation also, but yeah, not for someone who is very fluent. We could say someone who is very fluent or confident, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yes,
if I feel like I'm being judged in a certain situation, I feel like
yes,
I'm
yes,
not,
yes.
I lose my confidence, we can say. Yeah, so
Hmm.
dominating would be more with a negative connotation, some at times.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will keep these two things in mind. Let's see. Okay. We
Okay.
have a nice topic today, the future. Before
Hmm.
that, we have two extemporary topics.
Okay.
I would give you the option of both of them, and I would like you to choose whichever one you would like to start with. The
Okay.
first one is tricky situations often have simple solutions,
Okay.
and the second one is banking frauds. Do you think any of the topics you're comfortable with?
First one.
Okay, tricky situations have often
Sim-
simple solutions.
Simple solutions.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, 1 minute. I
Sure.
think. Um, I think I agree with this that tricky situations often have simple solutions. I mean, we often, our mind tricks us. I mean, how should I say this? Means our mind tells that this is very difficult situation which we cannot come over,
Hmm.
and we cannot deal with this situation. But sometimes we just talk to people, or maybe sometimes from within ourselves only, we get the solution, and which is very simple sometimes. And it happened with me, but I cannot recall any of the incidents right now, but it often happened with me that I just uh, thought that this situation could be very difficult and I cannot get over it, but
Hmm.
the solution was so simple. Somebody told me about that, or maybe I got it from somewhere, from some book, or from somebody, and then everything was resolved. So
Hmm.
I think it's our mind who tells us that it's very tricky situation, or it's something which is we are uh, we are programmed in such a way. Our mind is programmed in such a way that we think that this is a very difficult
Hmm.
situation, but every situation has a solution. I mean, every problem has a solution.
Hmm.
So if we take it as a simple, then it's simple, and if we take it as difficult, then it's difficult. So it depends
Hmm.
on on our mind.
Not our mind or our perception of things. Yeah.
Yeah, perception of things, right?
Okay. So it has happened with you at times, although you are unable to
Yeah,
recall, as you said, but there
yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
been such incidents. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good one. Just a few errors quickly before we move ahead. Which we cannot come over. Well, come over would mean something entirely different. The verb there would
Oh.
be come. And
Hmm.
in this case, we want to say overcome. Overcome by itself is a
Overcome.
verb. To
Yeah,
overcome something, which we
overcome.
cannot overcome. And it is very difficult situation. Well, it is a very difficult situation, the article. And you were
Hmm.
right. Yeah, we can say it like that. Our mind tricks us, or we can say our mind deceives us into believing that it is a very difficult situation. But at times, often, it is not. Our mind tricks us into believing it is. Okay. And just I will keep writing these things on chat also. Okay. You
Okay.
said it's our mind who tells us. Well, who is for people? For all other things, it would be which. It is our mind which
Which?
tells us. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Regarding the future, so 50 years from now or 100 years from now, what do you think will be the state of things of our society, of our humanity in general?
Um, some things will be improved, and many things will be uh, means it will be how to say this
Uh, can you think of a word?
means it will not be improved. So what is the
Yeah,
opposite of it?
yeah, we can say deteriorate. Many things will deteriorate.
Deter- Deteriorate,
Yeah, deteriorate is when the quality of something gradually goes down.
decreases. Yeah,
Hmm,
goes down.
exactly.
Right. Like if we see many things. I mean, people are not very, serious today these days about their culture, traditions. They're very kind of in a way I could say they're ignorant because their parents are not. I mean, if I talk about the children, then their parents are not following, so they are not getting the cultures.
Hmm, okay.
And so they are in a way they are very ignorant about the cultures and their traditions. So from after 50 or 100 years, I think this will be totally vanished from our
Hmm,
society,
hmm,
and many things will be improved. Means the technology are improving day by day. So I think 50 years back we did not think about mobile or anything, video calls or anything like that.
hmm,
So now we have this. So I think
okay.
after 50 years we can think about something more, uh, just 1 minute, yeah, something more uh, I mean improved version of the technology, I would say.
Hmm. Okay. You mentioned that cultures will deteriorate or they will vanish completely. What exactly do you mean by cultures, and how is this going to happen? This destruction.
Yeah, like if you see I mean, just one thing is coming right now because I just heard it about it few
Hmm.
days back. I heard it before also, but I just I was watching something and I just came across this. So it was people are not marrying and they are living together. So
Hmm.
it's something which is not an Indian culture, and it really affects the culture very much, I would say.
Hmm.
The people are totally like free, and they are saying that the constitution have given us the right to do this. But I don't think that the culture would be safe by this, because we are Indians and we Indians have a certain culture. Like they are going to marry, and they should be married in order to live together. But if we are not following this, then obviously the
Hmm.
culture will be deteriorated, right?
Yeah, will be
Deteriorated.
deteriorated. Deteriorated.
Deteriorated.
Actually, we
Okay.
do have an easy word for this. Will worsen. Therefore, improve. We have the word worsen. Well, we improve.
Worsen. Okay.
Yeah,
Worsen.
exactly.
Yeah.
So worsen is the direct opposite of improve. Deteriorate, on the other hand, as I said, will be something like the slow, gradual destruction or the gradual
Exactly.
deterioration of the quality of something.
Mm-hmm.
There is one thing, just quickly, two things actually I would mention. First of all, your pace is actually very good. There's something that I noticed. It's great that you are fluent enough, and yet you are not using any fillers. You're not making any mistakes. You're not taking any unnecessary pauses. Well, that's a very important thing. For most learners, it is one of the most difficult things that they have to do. One of the most difficult tasks that they have to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Aims. But for you, this is not a problem. You are speaking at a very good pace. In other sessions, at times it could happen when you don't have enough content. You might
Mm-hmm.
see that certain gaps come up, certain fillers
Mm.
are being used. If the other tutors have pointed it out, or if you have seen it yourself, well, then that's something you have to work on. But today I noticed it was very good. Okay. In just once I did it, our mind
I'm
tricks
sorry.
us. Yeah, our mind tricks us. It tells us that this is how it is. Well, that was also correct. We can say our mind tricks us into believing. Well, that is another way. So I didn't think that
Mm-hmm.
yours was incorrect. Yours was incorrect. Well, But I don't think that problem was there. But there is another thing that I wanted to mention. You
Hmm.
got stuck. You were saying some things will be improved and then some things will dash. You were unable to think of a word for it.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
the problem is that sometimes we just think that okay, will be improved and then will be, and there has to be a direct word for it, a direct opposite. Well, that sometimes just doesn't happen. It is going to happen even at C1 or C2 level, that sometimes a certain word won't come to your mind. It happens during the sessions with me also. The quality of an advanced learner is that they're able to find a different way to say the sentence.
Saying is, yeah.
Exactly. If you go on practicing that, well, then the main problem that you have with vocabulary, you will be able to circumvent it, overcome
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
Just try to think of it in another way. That's one thing I wanted to mention. There
Yeah,
are,
right.
yeah. Uh, well, before we go ahead with certain errors, I would like to continue our conversation. Uh, so, do you think that this culture and all the other traditions that we have, for instance, that of marriage, as you gave the example, as you took the example, well, do you think these are important?
Marriage.
Marriage and culture and all the other aspects of it.
Yeah, very, very important to lead a successful life. People just think of success as if they earn more money or something like that, but they also think about the family, right? So they need a good family where they can relax after coming back to home, because professional life could not lead, you could not lead your professional life till the death. So you have to finish it somewhere, and then what will be in your hand, that will be your family life. I mean, that you
Mm,
will be your personal life. So your personal life also should be very healthy, and I think without marriage it could not be healthy. Living together can be sustained.
yes.
Yeah, can be sustained till sometimes, till some point of time of your life. But
Mm,
after that you have to leave it, and you have to, you have to be it's
mm,
not at all healthy, it's very unhealthy. And I think many people would not be agreeing with me with this, but I feel that this is not healthy culture, and this is not our culture at all. So
mm,
we should actually know the Indian culture, what is Indian culture, and if we follow the culture, then we will have a very successful life in terms of personal life, right?
mm, mm. Okay, that
So
was a very
that's
good point. You mentioned that there are going to be many things which will worsen as we go ahead into the future. What other things would there be?
other things like obviously when people are not aware of their the things that they should be doing,
Mhm.
then their nature would be worsen. The humanities, I would say humanities, yeah.
Humanity by itself is refers to all humans together. So, do you want to say environment or society in general, maybe?
Yeah, society, I
Mm,
mean, it will affect uh, on your mindset.
mm,
Mentally it will be worsen, because obviously
mm,
if you doing something which does not belong to your own culture, then it will worsen your mentality as well.
mm.
It will harm
Yeah,
your
mindset we
mentality
can say
very much.
mentality.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, you're right. And regarding crimes, what do you think? Would they increase? Would they decrease?
Yeah, they will increase if the mentality is getting worsen. Then obviously the crime rate will be increased.
Okay. Hmm. Why do you think that is? Do you think there is a way in which we could, well, mitigate this?
The only mitigation is to know, is to be aware of the things, of the culture, of the scriptures, and I think it's very important to know about this, but people are very reluctant sometimes to know about this. Um, but as far as my opinion is concerned, I think it's very important to first be aware of this. Without knowing it, we cannot follow it. So we have
Hmm.
to be literate enough about all these
Hmm.
things, and
Hmm.
then only we can follow.
Okay, yeah. So, yes, the answer was very good. Just one thing. You said literate enough. Well, literate by itself isn't relative to this particular problem or that particular problem. Literate simply means that you know how to read and write. In this case, you can say
Oh,
we have to be aware enough or educated enough. of this
Educated,
thing.
right?
Hmm.
Educated.
Aware enough or educated enough. Okay, your answers were very good. Just a few errors quickly. You said it will be worsen. Well, it will worsen. Do remember. It
Oh,
will
it will
be
worsen.
improve. Yeah. Either we can say it will improve or it will worsen. We don't need be in
Okay.
these cases. Okay. Technology are improving. Well, technologies are improving or
Okay.
technology is improving.
Technology is
Hmm.
improving. Yeah.
People are not marrying. Well, we use the word marry with that particular someone whom we are marrying. I'm marrying that particular girl. So
Hmm.
I'm marrying that girl, we say. Otherwise, for the actual action of marrying, we say people are not getting married.
Hmm. People are not
So
getting
I'm
married.
marrying someone and I'm not getting married. I'm getting
Married.
married, I'm marrying someone. It's like that. Okay. All the nouns, most of the nouns, just with a few exceptions, all the nouns that start with con,
Hmm.
their pronunciation is always like constitution, not constitution, but
Oh,
constitution, confidence,
constitution.
conversation. It's like that. Hmm.
Okay.
One other error related to pronunciation. Many of my learners in the conversation they make it live and leave, hill and heel. It sounded like you were saying they
Hmm.
live together. Well, they live together.
Live, live, live.
Correct. They live
Oh,
together.
live
Hmm.
together. Okay.
Exactly.
Leave.
And we cannot work till death. Well, it would be better to say we cannot work late into our old age. After a certain
Hmm.
age, after retirement, we have to just give it up. We cannot work
Hmm.
late into the old age. And they're not agreeing with me on this. You said they're not agreeing with me with this. Well, they're not agreeing with me on this. We
On this.
agree on a particular point, on a particular plan with someone.
Right.